Hello, everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 88. I'm your host, Taylor, and this week I'm, of course, joined by Anthony. How are you?
Doing pretty well. What about yourself?
Doing pretty good. What have you been up to this past week?
I got a new desk, which I'm not really liking that much, unfortunately. I'm finding it too shallow. My monitors are too close to me.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's not.
Have you tried
ideal.
scooting your chair back?
Yeah, but then it's like, I don't know. I
Okay.
can't type properly and stuff because the keyboard thing is like underneath the top desk bit. So it's like your hands have to go underneath. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I've been doing pretty well this week. I have been playing some Modern Warfare 2. I played Modern Warfare in like a day and finished it.
Nice.
I've kind of rolled back a little bit on Modern Warfare 2. I have played them previously, but I'm like replaying all of the Call of Duties because I haven't played like Infinite Warfare or whatever. Even though they're not very good, I still want to try them and play them and see what they're like.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I've been running through Modern Warfare 2. What else have I been playing? I am actually going to be streaming some Session, which is like that new skateboarding game.
The Skate 4 with EA never made.
Yeah, precisely. It is extremely deep. You've got to use a controller to play it because of how you control your feet and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's in early access at the moment, so going to be doing up a review, like a video review of that and other written pieces as well, and streaming some of it. So expect that. I might even stream it later today.
Okay.
Sometime. I can't think of what else I've been playing. I think that's kind of it. I've gotten back into watching anime quite a bit, so that's been taking up quite a bit of my time.
You binge Naruto?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
Dear God.
Watched like 200 episodes in like 4 days or something. So.
Oh, I'm not even sure that's possible.
Hold on.
Well, they are only
22
20-minute episodes.
Yeah, 22 times 4.
I don't know, something like that. Well, I went from episode 60 to like, I think I'm on 220 or something now.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
seems more
So-
reasonable. But
Okay.
Goddamn.
Okay.
I did skip some because usually
Oh.
at the end of
Doesn't count.
each season,
Yeah.
Doesn't
there's
count.
like recap stuff that's like filler. In I was on like 5 episodes. Like,
Have you
whatever.
looked up
like
I forget exactly what it's called,
World
but it's like
record.
an efficient way to watch Naruto, where it basically cuts out all of the like non-essential flashbacks, all the recap
yeah,
episodes, all
yeah.
the most of the filler episodes that aren't relevant.
Yeah.
Have you looked that up? Are you doing that?
I haven't looked it up, but I kind
Okay.
of know like what to skip and what to not watch and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
But
one of
I'm
those
quite
for
enjoying
Bleach,
that,
and
so
it
that's
helps
good.
a lot.
Hmm?
What?
There's one of those for Bleach, and it cuts out like a solid
yeah.
90 episodes of like the 300 and something show out of 300
Sure.
something.
Damn.
Sure.
It's like there's a whole season of just filler.
Matt.
Yeah, I think you'll automatically get a copyright strike. 'cause
Look,
it's
I
like
was the only one
last time.
talking. You just cut out that bit of audio, easy enough.
Just like put a duck noise over it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
That's
Anyway.
what we did last
So
time.
just the that game noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Andrew, welcome back. Of
Alright.
course. How have you been?
Doing well, doing well. Lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare
Beta.
2009. Yeah, there we go. That's a better
Okay.
way to put it. The beta.
But,
Yeah.
That game's good. I think I like that game a lot.
Is it?
yeah.
I haven't played on PC. I have it installed, but I haven't jumped in yet on PC. But I'm really enjoying it, and it's weird. Like normally when I play Call of Duty, I'm just like classic team deathmatch. I don't play anything else.
Yeah.
But now I'm like playing Domination. I think is really fun. What's the other one? Headquarters. That's also super fun. And like team deathmatch is the worst one now. To me.
Okay. That's up.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me getting older and being like, I want an objective to do, so I feel so I'm not as good as I used to be. You know, my reflexes are bad.
Yeah.
So like, I get it. I can play an objective and have fun doing that. But pretty much that's been it. I've been sick the last couple days, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's been kind of chilling out, watching a lot of Twin Peaks. Like, yeah. So
Nice.
but not much for me besides Call of Duty.
Okay. All right. Matt, welcome back to the podcast. What have you been playing this
No
past week?
comment.
Well, between work and other things, I have actually not played a single video game this week.
Oh wow.
But that's true. But I had been recently, me, Taylor, and some of our other friends started a tabletop adventure of D&D, and
Cool.
I've been trying to run that as the DMD or the DM as successfully as I can.
Mhm.
I've been like making a lot of plans, drawing out a lot of maps and that stuff.
Cool.
What is it like? Traditional Dungeons and Dragons or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Been pretty busy with working uni this past week, so not a whole lot of gaming done for me. But when I have been gaming, I've been mostly playing WRC 8, which I wrote a review about, and yeah, it went up yesterday or earlier this morning, at least.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Okay, and yeah. So yeah, David 8, pretty good game. Once I got into it, got used to it, got good and everything, stuff
He
like
was
that.
whinging about it early on, saying that it was too hard and too this and too that, and then he got good at it, and then he was happy.
Yeah.
So,
So the review is basically just like one big come up story. But anyway, so yeah, and then other than that, mostly just City Skylines, because it's a game I just kind of like relax, play, kind of as I have like a YouTube video going or something, or just have some music going to and whatnot. So, what's up?
How was your Sekiro boss rush?
Oh yeah, that's right. I played that.
Oh,
A boss rush mod came out for Sekiro, and I got that going on like Monday or Tuesday earlier this week, and it's pretty good. I can honestly say that I have not died to a single boss yet, and
decent.
Yeah, and I've done all the mini bosses and bosses up to the first owl fight. So, or up to and including the first owl fight. So
It means nothing to me.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I will say though, what the boss rush mod is kind of interesting because the way that it has you do like upgrades and everything, it's like all you do is just buy them with sen and everything, the money used in game and whatnot. And so that's how you buy everything. So it's like your gourd seeds for like healing and whatnot, your prayer beads to enhance physical attributes and whatnot. But the thing is, though, is like, and the game starts you, or this mod starts you out with, this mod starts you out with like X amount of money to spend, so you can have a little bit of stuff going into one of the first fights. But if you were to play the game normally, you could actually get more built up than you could in the mod before going into one of the first two bosses you'll probably fight, either Lady Butterfly or Diobu. So. Yeah, I chose to fight Diobo first this time, which is I've never done in a playthrough before. I usually always do Lady Butterfly, but yeah, doing Diobo was kind of interesting because I guess in my other playthroughs I had become so reliant on a certain utility skill from like the grappling hook and whatnot. And I didn't have that, so it's like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But anyway, yeah, boss rush is fun. Yeah. I'll just sit down and probably make it through it in the next night or so. But yeah.
Did they include all like the optional bosses and stuff? Or?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Although I don't think it's like full or anything. I think it's like they might, at the very least, they might include a type or whatever. So it's like it doesn't have you face like 3 different headless or whatever, like you might in a normal playthrough. It only has you face a headless or whatever. And I haven't faced a headless yet in the boss rush mod. Just because I just haven't chose to done it yet. Why is Discord flickering again this week?
Yeah,
I don't understand. This is bizarre.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, solid product. Anyway, yeah.
It's a game store.
Okay. It's also a live streaming service. Anyway.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, fun mod. If you're kind of like me, it's just like still like Sekiro, but it's like the thing I did for you was the boss fights and whatnot, or it's like just to fight the bosses, you're tired of having to run through the rest of the game and whatnot. This is perfect.
Yeah,
this is perfect, and it's super easy to install. So you just need to drop files, and you're good. So
cool.
Yeah, and that's been it. Excuse me. So yeah, once again, this is the Power Up Podcast, episode 88, being recorded live on September 21st, 2019. Our main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. We have a community Discord, a link to which you can find on the right-hand side sidebar of the main site. And on there, you can chat with everyone you see on the podcast right now. And then Facebook.com/ cog.net. That is facebook.com/cogdotnet. For the main site's Facebook page, there's facebook.com/powerpod, which is the Facebook page dedicated to the Power Up podcast here. And then Twitter @cogdotnet. That's Twitter @cog.net. Instagram @cultureofgaming. YouTube.com/cultureofgaming. Twitch.tv/cultureofgaming. And finally, Mixer.com/culture_of_gaming. All right, so yeah, jumping right into the news. Our leading topic is kind of a follow-up to what we were discussing next week. If you guys remember last week, we talked a bit about the kind of GameStop starting to crash and burn a little bit, closing 200 some odd stores and whatnot, and how they are really in need of sort of like redesign, like a rethinking, sort of re-image. Well, this week we're met with a story, this is coming from IGN, saying that a GameStop store redesign has been leaked. So, going on with the article here, IGN can confirm the accuracy of a recent Facebook video, which appears to show what one of the redesigned GameStop stores could look like under the company's GameStop reboot plan. A GameStop store in Pryor, Oklahoma, out of all places, posted a video tour of what looks like a new layout for the store. A source familiar with GameStop's operation, who's requested anonymity, has confirmed that the store matches the blueprint layout of the redesign shown at GameStop's annual conference. IGN's sources say there is a test store in Oklahoma, the same state from which this video is from. A second source familiar with GameStop's future reboot plan said that not all stores will look like the one in the video, with some stores redesigned to focus more on esports, retro games as shown in the video, or a more traditional design similar to existing stores. Other features, like the wall-mounted tablet, are more universal features that corporate will implement across all stores. The new store appears to ditch the glossy black and white aesthetic of the current GameStop locations. Good, because, like, I don't know, the fingerprints are just, like, everywhere on the shelves from people and they look disgusting. Anyway, the store is, instead, the store now sports a more muted gray color aesthetic with faux wood paneling. The store is also sleeker and more streamlined, with cleaner rows of games, as well as a small table for video game apparel and figures. There's also a wall-mounted tablet in store that customers can order from, as well as a sofa and HD TV located in the middle of the store. That sofa will be disgusting in a week. Furthermore, in the back of the store is a new space filled with CRT TVs and tables, apparently used for tabletop games. This would align with GameStop's previously stated goals of turning stores into event spaces where they could host live tournaments and live events. And
That time.
yeah, that pretty much does it. So, taking at face value here, assuming everything here in the video and everything is correct to a certain extent, and the sources are reliable and trustworthy, and, you know, IGN isn't lying about their sources or anything. What do you guys think? Good direction for GameStop to go in?
Yeah.
I feel like we nailed this last week.
Yeah,
I swear, didn't we
agree.
talk to, like, directly say some of these ideas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they were listening to the podcast or whatever.
Write this down.
We were in the future. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened, but like, I feel like we were like, yeah, they should have a space for like tournaments. They
Yeah.
should have like, you know, retro stuff. And sure enough, when this article came out, I'm like, this is like everything we said. So,
Yeah. Focus less on,
obviously,
like, merchandise outside of games, you know? It's like,
either we're bad at like, you know, coming up with ideas for like GameStop, because
Or you're just that good.
or we're really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it depends how GameStop does. If they crash and burn, then clearly it was our fault.
Yeah.
If they do well, then I'll take all the credit. You can pay me. I'll link my PayPal in the below.
Well, I
The
mean,
credit card number, come
they
on.
could just send a check in the mail because, well, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that works
They
too.
just need to hit up E3 for that information.
Precisely.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. The only thing, it's like, this is such a nitpicky thing because, like, I like so many things that are, like, proposed here and whatnot. Gray with faux wood paneling. I kind of understand what they're trying to describe, but I always think it'd be like white or maybe like a bamboo, like beige almost with like.
No, there's like a video, and it's more like a muted, like brown grayish color.
All right.
Flooring.
Yeah,
And
if you click the link in the
Oh,
chat.
yeah, okay, I see.
it actually looks pretty nice.
Oh,
I like it. I think it looks nice.
Okay, I see how this is going now. Okay.
Yeah, it's more like just vinyl wood flooring from what
Yeah.
I can tell. That's what it means, faux.
No, okay, this
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense. Okay, I was envisioning something else. I was envisioning kind of like, almost like this sort of like dojo sort of thing, almost, when they're talking about like the faux wood paneling. Kind of like how the internet cafe looks in the live action King's Avatar, Matt. Almost like that, but anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only
Anyway.
thing that I really imagined that like would be like the final touch on it all was like a giant like a roll down screen projector, so you get like with the
Sure.
final bat, you have it hosted right there. That's what you
Or you're
like,
watching.
for like a
Oh,
for like a
wow.
like any fighting tournaments or for
Yeah.
the general audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're watching like anything, you just have a big screen, so everyone doesn't have to crowd around a tiny monitor.
And so that would be your show match.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if
That's
they're watching Dota or some kind of esport thing, they could just
Yeah.
project
Oh,
it on a gigantic screen.
Have like the international on or something in the background. Yeah.
I would
Mhm.
love to
Something.
go to one of these during a major. That'd be pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
a good way to get a community thing going. And I actually
Yeah,
really love
definitely.
this idea.
Yeah, see, and I forgot where I heard this, but I feel like we also talked about mom and pop stores, so this might like totally eat into like mom and pop shops, which is kind of a bummer.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Because like they're stepping into like the retro stuff, which is like what keeps those smaller stores open. And then they're also like, if they actually do build communities to come there, where do they were going to mom and pop shops before, probably.
Yeah.
It's interesting for sure.
And I guess it's.
I think-
sorry, go ahead,
yeah.
Anthony.
I think EB Games needs to do this because they've got. I mean, this is actually a very similar layout to what EB Games is here at the
Okay.
moment. Although obviously not the color scheme and that kind of thing. But the whole play space out the back is what every game shop needs because not for just retro either. They need to. People need, in my opinion, people should be able to trial games before they buy them if they want to, like have a small preview or something that they can play.
Yeah.
That's a great way of making more sales, and I think they need to do kind of not just have retro stuff on offer, but also have like a couple of spots for like modern games and previews and that kind of stuff as well.
Oh, you know what? That'd be a good
and-
idea. Have like
yeah.
TVs set up around the, or like a back area or something set up across the store, like modern console. So it's just like, maybe it's like the store has a copy of each game and they just throw into the console. So if someone wants to like buy that game or whatever, they can
Precisely.
demo it for a few minutes. Try and get an idea.
Yeah.
10-minute
It's-
demo.
Definitely tricky in like major city areas where people are gonna like prone to like stealing stuff or
Yeah.
whatever. So you have to like
Yeah, sure.
Don't they
Yeah.
already kind of have that with like the displays they have now though?
Yeah, they have like those plastic cases with like usually a PS4 or whatever.
Yeah.
PS4 or Switch.
But I guess like making it a little more centralized and not just like tucked in a corner, and like if it's a game that
Putting
came
it
out
more
on that,
display.
yeah, like a game that came out that day or whatever,
Mhm.
like
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
that's
even
fine,
like Modern Warfare beta have that running.
yeah,
Oh,
something
yeah.
for a couple of people to jump on and check that out. And even like having the whole retro kind of thing as well, having like a competitive aspect, like set up Smash Ultimate or whatever, and have a couple of people on there playing that. I don't know if they already do that, but EB Games needs to do that as well because there's no reason to go to a game store anymore.
Yeah.
Like buy it off eBay, buy it off Amazon, whatever. Wait 2 days, get it for $20 cheaper. So yeah.
Get in touch with like a local community. They have to like now it falls on like GameStop getting in touch with like their local communities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to actually garner up, reason for people to come in the store instead of just
Precisely.
yeah. Because no one's gonna walk in. Like I'm not gonna walk in and be like, hey, and like sit down and start playing a game. Probably like the chances I do that are very slim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person that goes into a store to buy something and then like
Yeah.
as quick
Yeah,
as
that's
possible.
fair.
Hey,
Fair
if
enough.
they manage to host some tournaments so that are
Yeah.
and start building a community, they can probably get somewhere with this.
Yeah. Like get speed running too, like if they do all the retro stuff, like
Oh, yeah.
contact some speedrunners, like have them like maybe a little show, like live stream from a GameStop with like speedrunner or whatever. It's not a bad
like
idea.
a mini AGDQ or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you have, I'm sure there's bigger GameStops. My local GameStop is tiny.
Yeah.
Talking, like
Yeah.
you can barely walk around that place. So I wouldn't work at every GameStop. So
Oh, they've even got the trade and save. That's EB Games. Like trade and save, you
Yeah.
know. For...
Yeah, so another bit about
I
this
mean-
article is like,
Ah.
certain stores will fit or have like a retro theme, which is apparently what the one in the video linked is going for and whatnot. Others will have like a more esports focused and everything. I wonder if that's going to be kind of like a way to diversify the density of stores and everything. Because we were talking about last week how it's just like, there's literally like a GameStop across the street from a mall that has another GameStop in it. So it's like,
Yeah, sure.
maybe the one in the mall will be retro focused, but then the one across the street from it will be esports focused.
sure.
That's kind of
I just noticed as well with this underneath the Switch trade and save thing, they've got a bunch of retro consoles like a Nintendo 64.
yeah. Yeah,
PS1, all that kind of stuff, which is interesting.
yeah. And they have, it's nice, they have old CRT, so you don't have to worry about like upscaling. and
Definitely.
whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like they're going for it, right? If they're getting
Yeah.
the CRTs out and stuff. So
Yeah, really.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People have been hoarding those forever. Finally paid off.
No, they're too heavy. They're
I know.
just
Yeah.
the worst.
I
I love it at like it reminds me of like Evo and like people are like literally have like red wagons with like a Hello Kitty like little CRT in it and stuff like that. It's really weird stuff. It's funny.
Yeah. I was gonna say also. Oh yeah, it's also I think my favorite thing about it is like the floor is like hardwood or like tile and not carpet.
Yeah.
Because like every game
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
in has just like this disgusting carpet that you walk in on.
Yeah,
and
like
it's
the
just
black
oh.
with the yellow
Yeah.
triangle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Or
looks
orange,
slick.
yellow.
I mean,
Oh.
It's
I
a
think
Looks
long
good.
overdue facelift.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
I would really love to see an esports one near me.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I just a big question also is like, where is GameStop gonna get the money to overhaul all the stores? You know,
Exactly.
that's the
Well,
same
yeah.
thing also, right? Are they just gonna do like? I wonder if they're. It's like I imagine they might pitch this to investors maybe and try to get a bit of investment off this.
How much did they lose last quarter? It says in
Over
this
400
video.
million.
Hold on, this stats.
but I mean,
are
they
somewhere.
probably have all the games already, right? They don't have to like they have all this inventory like in a warehouse somewhere, right? So
It's a
Yeah,
it's a
like,
14.3% decrease year over year.
And last quarter's loss was over $400 million.
488.6 million. They lost.
Oh, that number hurts. That number hurts. Yeah,
Think about how many stores you could remodel with that.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, you know what? Do we have any last tips for the GameStop headsets that are probably listening to this podcast? I don't know.
I mean, the retro stuff isn't necessarily that cheap either to get your hands on. Like, if they've got or not every store, but like every second or third store has like retro stuff, they're going to be spending quite a lot of money to
Wow.
pick up like.
I'm
older
sure there's a
consoles.
Chinese company still making CRT stuff. Honestly,
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
I was looking at some
As-
trade-in values like earlier today.
Yeah.
So bad.
You think
dude,
that's
I
a-
feel
yeah. Do you guys
Yeah,
think
I
it's
mean,
another
yeah.
problem area? Is like kind
well,
of revalue
yeah,
the whole trade-in thing.
like
Yeah.
so they're taking retro games, right? And
Okay.
for whatever reason, Mario Party is like a very expensive like game. It's like $45. Like
Which
from
one?
The first one. The first one's like I
Ah,
think
sure,
the,
sure,
the most rare. I want to say.
Okay.
That makes
Um,
sense.
It's like $45, but then I was like, okay, what are they taking it in for? It's like $15. So I'm like, they're basically like, tripling the price or whatever, like on the trade in. It's not even worth it at a certain, like, I don't know, like they have to figure that part out.
65%
Okay.
profits or something.
Yeah, so it's pretty wild. Cause like I was like, I have a lot of games sitting around. Like I wonder if it's a good idea before they go out of business to like trade things in. But I was like looking at the price, like never mind. These will just stay here forever, I guess.
Oh.
Do you guys have like a set retro kind of like chain at all in the US? No.
No, not like,
There-
like nation.
We do, yeah, funnily enough.
There's one at my parents' house called is it Trade?
Game traders?
Maybe Game Traders. I never heard of it except for at this place. It's like,
Sure.
oh man, now I have to look it up.
Because they're major here, like in all the like built up areas. They're not so much in country areas, but like they're everywhere, and they specialize in like retro N64s and like retro games and all that kind of stuff. And they make an absolute killing off that because everybody wants it still.
This one's
And-
called Play and Trade,
Yeah, sure.
and I think they're a company. Like they're not just a one-off.
And their trade-in values for stuff are usually like 50% more than what like EB Games or someone takes.
Okay.
Because EB doesn't take last gen stuff anymore.
Yeah.
At all. It's all like you
Oh.
can't trade in your older consoles, you can't trade in your old games. They just don't accept it, which is insane.
Yeah, the one other place, like the place by my parents' house, is I don't like it. It's like it seems scummy. Like I go in there and I'm looking at the prices, I'm like, ugh.
Ooh.
And I remember I bought something and he like labeled the guy working there like labeled it wrong. So I got like
Oh.
I got like a $10 game for like $1. I was like, oh, this game's worth more than $1. So I was like buying it, and then he's just like, oh, huh. He was like, you can see his face, like he was like, oh, this
Oh.
this is a good deal, and I'm like, yes, I know,
Yes.
it's a good deal.
So we've
I've
already
got it.
agreed on price. So
Yeah, it was like an old like wrestling video game, and they have so many that they probably just labeled it wrong because
Yeah.
there's 100 of those things. But I've heard like it's weird. You hear the employees or the owners like talking up like, oh, my favorite game, and he's like trying to sell them like the used version of like Shadow of Mordor. I'm like, oh,
Oh.
these poor children who are spending their lawnmower money. I'm like, ah.
Oh dear.
But like, I'm not gonna say anything because I feel like a dick.
Yeah. The closest thing I have is a small store, or actually the space is fairly large to be fair, but it's like a family-owned store, and I think they only have one location called Fallout Games, and their stuff is mostly retro oriented or whatever. They have a minor stock of only just some Switch games, and I think that's it. And so, but they have all sorts of things dating back to all the way, like they have NESs for sale for people that want to buy them still. But yeah, and it's like I'm in there almost on a weekly basis checking their DS case to see if they have Trauma Center Under the Knife 2, because I lost my DS chip and it's like my favorite game on Nintendo DS. Damn it. Okay, anyway.
Get it off eBay.
It's like $40 on eBay, and I know these people would only sell it for like 15.
Go to an op shop or a thrift shop, whatever you guys call it.
I swear,
You gotta get real lucky at those.
I swear, I'm just gonna fucking get it. I'm gonna get it for you one day. Hey, there's a second one, and just put this thing to bed. Because you've been searching for this thing for years.
Wait,
I
let's
know.
see.
At least 3 years.
I'll
At
buy
least-
it and send it to you.
If you do that, I swear.
You will burn it.
Is it impossible to like emulate because of like the touchscreen?
No, it's pretty good to emulate, but I
What
don't
is
know.
it? Under
There's
the
just
Knife
something about
2?
like Under the Knife 2. There's just
Just
something about like
owning
the really
it.
classic experience that I
$30
had as a child. Huh?
$30.
Yeah, that's way too much for like a
Oh, come on.
12 or 11-year-old Nintendo DS game. Come on. Yeah.
It's Nintendo, man. They're charging.
Hey, brand new $64. Heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're charging $60 for a remake of a game from 1998. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's like I know that it's like I talked about like pretty much all the DS games in the case are like $15 that they sell. So it's just like, yeah, if they got it, then it'd be $15 and it'd be fine.
Yeah. I'm really surprised there's no like little tiny.
Have you like
retro
asked them
version.
if they get that in to hold it for you?
I have, yeah.
That's hilarious.
But I still check like every week just in case like the guy forgets to call me or something or yeah.
Do you buy anything else from there, or you just like pop in to take a gander?
I bought a couple
Gotta buy like a.
I bought a couple PS2 controllers from them at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta buy like a pack of Skittles so you don't feel bad just like going.
Wait,
in there.
wait.
Oh?
EB Games, $5.
There you go.
Well, you see, there are no EB games here.
Well, they'll ship it.
Okay, really? Is it
I
new?
don't think so.
Used?
No, it's pre-owned.
Okay. Do they have the full case for it?
Yeah.
Is that a sure yep?
Yeah, like it's
Link it? Link it for me, please?
it's out of stock.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Got your hopes up then, didn't
Only
they?
to raise these, only to raise you up to drop you face first.
I know, right? Oh, what a roller coaster. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Anything else? Maybe, you know what? Maybe a newly redesigned retro-focused GameStop will eventually have one also. I don't know.
At GameStop, $14.99 pre-owned.
Yeah, I was just.
But the
linking
thing
that
is, with the GameStop pre-owned one, they don't have like the full art case either for it.
is it like always that way, or is it sometimes that way? I just. They never have it.
In my experience, it's always been like generic, like pre-owned label. So it's just like white with the name of the game on the case for it.
You could get real weird. This is off topic, but you could get real weird and like buy the game here, and then I guarantee you find the case like on eBay.
Oh wait, that might be a good idea. Okay, hold on.
Getting there now.
Oh, okay. There might be a way out of this. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But then something about the hunted person.
Yeah.
What? This is weird.
What?
Or you could just get on eBay for $25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this one's $10.
Ooh. Okay.
Why don't you like advertise on a buy swap sell or something?
Oh
on
wait,
the Facebook page.
is there
and-
Under the Knife 2?
Yeah, it's Under the Knife
Yeah.
too.
Oh, got it. Okay, I thought it was like Trauma Center 2,
No.
Under
We're-
the Knife, but apparently there
we
is.
had a news podcast or something.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
right now.
okay.
Hey, wait.
This turned into like a Find Taylor his long lost
And
game.
I'm saying this. Oh god.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Discord's
we should
crashing.
probably.
Yeah. All right, so
Taylor delved too
Oh,
deep.
this
into
says
the
new
rabbit
and
hole.
this is new and shrink wrap. Oh my god, I'm going back into it. This is new and shrink wrap.
oh,
Ooh.
link it. Link it.
I linked it in the Discord. Yeah, for you.
Starting
Okay.
bid.
I can't pull up the Discord. Anyway.
$500.
It's $15. Buy it now, 25.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe.
Get on it.
Yeah.
And there is a picture.
okay.
So.
Awesome.
2 days and 1 hour left on the bid.
There you go.
Oh, it's a bidding thing. Okay. Oh.
Well, no,
You can buy it now for 25.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Never seen Taylor so excited.
All right. So you know what?
So Taylor's gone for the rest of the podcast while he takes care of that.
Later.
Bye-bye.
No.
But for the next 3 weeks, the podcast is not around because he's just playing Surgeon Simulator Under the Knife.
Yeah. All right, but you know what?
I know
All
what
right.
I said.
So although my copy of Under the Knife 2 is lost, you know who else will be lost? The player playing Death Stranding, apparently.
True
So,
facts. True
yeah,
facts.
even according to
Hey.
Kojima himself. Anthony, what's this?
So in a statement, this is coming from WCCF Tech, great name. Kojima says you'll feel lost in Death Stranding with no explanation and a very slow story.
Good.
So,
Very good.
so reading from this, now in an interview with Game Reactor conducted at the Tokyo Game Show 2019, he went on to say Death Stranding won't be the most accessible of games and players should expect to feel lost. Since the game provides no explanation at first, even the story will progress slowly. Yes, it's a special world game system itself. There is so much information, you have new terminology, you may be puzzled about what it's about. But don't worry, when you play the game, you are driven in very slowly at the start. It's not like Terminator or Star Wars, okay. There is no explanation or anything. It's very easy to do it in that way, and I can do it, whatever that means. But the story progresses slowly, especially at the beginning. You will feel lost, but don't worry, you'll naturally fit in. The system is explained. Some people say it's almost like the movie Alien, where you are gradually finding out what the whole world is about, what you can do and not do. Maybe it gets really fun when you have completed 50% of the game. The player, like in shooters and other genres, go into the game with a known rule and you think you know what a game is about. I don't really understand this, but anyway, I didn't want to have that feeling. Everyone should start from ground zero, not knowing how to pick up and play the game. What I have shown makes you puzzled, but it all really makes sense when you play the game. Okay.
I swear, guys, it made sense. I swear. how much weird things are in these trailers. I swear it made sense. Okay, I swear. That's kind of the summary, right?
And then, well, basically, yeah. And then the closing statement is: I'm not sure how gamers would take it if Death Stranding actually only became fun in the second half of the game. Anyway, it won't be long now until we find out ourselves. So even the interviewer didn't know what was going on.
Oh, does anybody know what's going on? I'm not even I'm not sure Kojima knows what's going on.
I don't think he
just
does.
made a game and just like it's a game.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's random. It's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, did you
Cool.
so I know we talked about the 50 minutes or whatever it was last week, but
Yeah.
I think IGN actually put some subtitles on it.
Okay.
Of what
okay.
Kojima was saying. So if you want to rewatch it, you can watch it with subtitles and get what Kojima is actually saying. So
Okay.
Okay.
pretty neat, pretty cool of IGN to do that.
Yeah. Say what you will about IGN, but they do have the money to do stuff like that. You know,
Mhm.
translation
Yeah.
isn't cheap. Anyway.
I watched a little bit of that, and it still made no sense even with him.
Yeah.
It was really funny. He would just go from one thing to the next. He's like, as you can see, he is peeing here, and then without a pause, he's like, and that mountain, you can climb it. And I was like, what?
I was like, all right, Todd Howard.
But it was really. Oh man, I forgot about this. When I watched it, you can play Tetris with the backpack and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys saw that. You have to balance the load on your backpack. You like,
Oh,
hang
okay.
the boots from the side if you want. It's this game.
That's deep.
It's gonna be bad for,
It's deep.
for a lot of people, I think. Like by bad, I mean people are just going to be obsessed with like
Oh,
weird little things about that game. I
Yeah.
think.
You know,
Look, I've got to have my sunglasses in the leftmost. Pocket.
I'm
Okay,
not even
shut
kidding.
up.
He was like, oh, this is a heavy one, so let's put it on my back. And you can like see him straining. And he's like, oh, well, this looks like too much weight, so let's like switch our rig out for our metal legs. So now he has like a more powerful one. So he's like stands up straighter and like moves quicker. It's
just like standing simulator. How to
everything.
balance subtitle. How to balance a load.
Yeah, like everything has a system to it. It looks
Yeah.
nuts. Like
Regis Norman
Yeah.
customization of the game.
yeah, I don't even know anymore.
well, you know what? I'm not looking for this game to make sense, to be honest. I'm not looking for it to make sense. I'm just in it for the ride. I'm in it
I
for
mean,
the
I'm-
ride.
I like unironically really like Metal Gear's story.
Yeah.
So,
No, I think it's
like,
good.
And
Well,
this-
that's very story-driven. Metal Gear as a whole, apart from 5, wasn't. But
yeah. But so like I don't know. I'm still interested in like what like it
Yeah.
happens during this game
Yeah.
for what, just because I guess I'm on board with Kojima. And We'll
Right.
see. I don't know.
I'd imagine Death
Yeah.
Stranding to be story focused also, though. Like, I don't
Well,
see how.
yeah, I mean,
it's like you'd have to be, right? It's just
Pay
like
for Norman Reedus and some
Mads
other big
Mikkelsen.
Yeah. like it'd be well. Okay, I take it back because I was gonna say I feel like he would get them, but then they hired what's his name for Metal Gear Solid 5.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, and he had like
Yeah.
5 lines of dialogue. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just kind of expecting this to be just completely random, make no sense at all, even when you play it. Because, yeah, I kind of see it like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I don't think it really does.
you guys should watch that with the English,
Mm.
like because he's like talking about like yeah you can throw packages at people, but don't throw your own packages because you don't want to damage. Oh, like it's.
Don't want to damage your GameStop game that you've just
No,
bought.
yeah, it's really weird. Like,
Because God knows you're hauling so many there to be able to buy a game.
Yeah, exactly.
that's how many. Yeah, and then they also go into like the multiplayer aspect of it, which is like I put this ladder here, and like someone else in a different game can like see and use my ladder or whatever. So there's like stuff like that. So
Sure.
it's actually pretty cool.
The only like thing I'm already disappointed in this game, and I know Simon I have to be disappointed, is I mean it's like when you have like people acting and what is like who they cast as Fragile and everything, who's a character in the game. She yeah, it's like I guess Stephanie Justin, who had worked with Kojima as Quiet on Metal Gear Solid 5,
Yeah.
was like Kojima initially reached out to her to play Fragile.
Yeah.
But then it's just like I guess Kojima Studios ended up casting Leah Seydoux instead.
Mhm.
So yeah, I really,
she's like an actor too. Like
yeah, she is also
yeah, like I've seen her in a couple movies.
yeah. So yeah, it's like I don't know. I kind of wanted to see Stephanie again. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That character is weird. We'll see what that character is. I'm a little concerned about that character.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, just a woman named Frat. It's like, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I just
I
feel
kind
like.
of
Oh, go ahead.
see, yeah. I kind of see with the Metal Gear Solid games that Konami and Kojima kind of like cancelled each other out a bit. Like they both were like kind of made it so the story was very much, involved and that kind of thing. But when you take one aside from the other, both their games are going to be very interesting. I don't know if Death Stranding is obviously going to be bad or not, but it's like it's got a very high potential to be bad and random and weird and strange and yeah. So
if
it'll be
it
interesting.
controls like GTA, Metal Gear Solid 5, then maybe it'll just be fun to traverse that world.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it?
Metal Gear
Survive.
Oh, Survive.
Survive handled that 5. That was such a great game, wasn't it?
Well, that game.
I mean,
I
Survive
played,
was a
like,
bad game for different
Yeah.
reasons besides the
Yeah.
handling.
Yeah,
It's like let's take these. Like, that game was
that
terrible.
was bad.
I guess the
Yeah.
big thing I don't know with Death Stranding is, I guess we'll kind of see is just like how much Konami has sterilized Kojima over the years and everything, because it's
Definitely.
like kind of under the impression that Kojima's just been given like more or less a blank check and like total
Yeah.
creative freedom, and it's like this is the result. So see, it's like how I guess on like a weirdness scale, how weird it is by comparison to like Metal Gear, just to see how much Konami might have like reined him in over the years.
Yeah. I mean, there's babies on people's chat. Like,
Yeah.
this is insane.
Have you pulled the trigger on a baby pod yet, Andrew?
I'm not buying it. I can't have that in my house, dude. People think I'm some psychopath.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right next to
You
the
get
Dying Light 2
I'll be
statue
like,
I
what
got.
the heck's this doing?
I was just
Are
like,
you actually gonna get that too?
No, probably not.
are they? No, now I'm. No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't even
Okay.
want to ask how much it costs. I was gonna say how much it costs, but never mind. I don't even want to know.
Okay. I think it's like $250 for the collector's edition.
Oh, okay, no,
that comes
never
with
mind.
like the baby stuff. Yeah, anyway.
Come on, you know.
If it was like $50, like I maybe like as a gag, be like, oh, this
Okay.
would be pretty funny to like put on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
But
All right. Matt,
Collector's edition
Matt, what do you
is-
think? Death Stranding.
I'm ready for the ride.
Okay.
The collector's edition is $200.
Oh, only 200. Okay.
Only.
Only 200. Yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
Only
for
400
only
each.
$200, you can have a prop that elicits
Wait a
weird
second.
questions from your neighbor after when
I
he
mean-
comes over for your holiday party. You know.
You gotta wait for
What's
like
that?
You know, after
Dinner.
it comes out and
Dinner.
eBay has a bunch of them for like $20.
Yeah. Or it's like it's like the eBay description. My wife is making me get rid of it because it doesn't look
Oh.
good anywhere in the house, right? Yeah.
I love that they did that.
Currently
though. It's so
unavailable.
dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
so
you know
dumb.
people are gonna buy it, so they're doing
I
it.
know.
anyway.
It's perfect. Like
Fantastic.
it's like it's cool because it's like a thing. Like it's like a thing in the game that's like really dumb. I don't know. It's just a stupid thing that I really
Well, it's like it's
appreciate them
just
doing.
the right amount of ridiculous to be like get your attention
Mhm.
and make you consider it.
Yes, it's
Yeah. Good balance.
It is going to cost $350 here.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
And the special edition, or the one below that, whatever it's called, is 119.
Okay.
That like with a
And the
DLC
normal
or
game
something.
is 90.
Nope. That's a big no for me.
That's out soon. That's in like what?
They've cranked
Month and a
this
half.
game
It's
out
like a month and
pretty-
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean,
a
it-
month and a
Yeah,
half.
it's
Yeah.
taken 4 years for Kojima to leave Konami, build a studio, and then release a game. It's pretty impressive.
That
Yeah,
is
it's pretty decent.
extremely impressive, considering you have to build the game engine as well.
No,
from
he didn't have
scratch.
to. He didn't build
They're
a game
using
engine.
the-
They're using different
Oh.
like
Horizons.
yeah. Zero
Oh,
Dawn's
Oh,
engine.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it easier.
Yeah.
I know it's such a bummer that.
Who did Horizon?
No, I'm forgetting.
The people who did Sucker Punch, wasn't? No, not Sucker
no,
No.
it wasn't.
Um,
Second Wave. Not Insomniac. It's
Uh,
look it up.
Google developer Guerrilla Games.
Gorilla
Oh,
Games.
Gorilla
Games,
Yeah, they did like
Engine.
Killzone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Engine is Decima. Or
Why?
Yeah,
is
that's the
Discord
engine
flickering
Kojima is
so
using.
much?
That's the engine. I don't know.
It's
Uh,
flickering constantly.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying.
It's Discord. What do you expect?
Let's go to Skype now.
Oh God, no. All right.
Any more notifications?
Any last thoughts about why does Wormhole Society have 13 notifications right now, Matt? What is going on?
Because they've been pinging for people. Because since they switched to TeamSpeak for comms, their numbers have tanked.
Wow. Okay.
Not lying. They're back to single digits in terms of people on kills.
Do they understand
There's-
that it's just like pinging 13 times within an hour only makes me mute the server?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Let's do
Anyway.
it.
All right. Anyway. Moving
Like,
right.
they're struggling to get double digits right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so any last thing about Death Stranding? Anyone wants to bring up, mention? Just
Not really, no.
wanted to play the game soon enough, I suppose.
Nobody has any idea what it's about, so cool.
Good. Good. I
That's
honestly
true.
like
That's
an
It's
air-
kind of good. Yeah.
That is good.
I like an
definitely.
air of mystery to a game,
Yeah.
and there's the flicker.
Yep.
Until after you play it, you still have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but at least you have that experience of going through no idea what you're doing.
True.
Yeah.
I.e. No Man's Sky. No, no.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay.
10 out of 10.
hoping-
I had no idea what's going on.
I'm hoping like either Modern Warfare or Death Stranding will dethrone Sekiro's Game of the Year for me, because that is still like the best game I've played this year. So.
And we are.
It's Game of the Year on well, according to a poll that we did, it's Game of the Year.
Sekiro?
Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
Really good game. Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, so far, obviously.
All right. So, well, you know, we were talking about rebrands earlier. Looks like another kind of high-level brand replace thing event in the gaming space is going to get a rebrand as early as next year, also. And yeah, Matt, what is this here?
Well, as you would imagine, considering the turnout last year for E3 from the big three developers,
Yeah.
E3 is looking to revision themselves to lift them to a new height that isn't, you know, bottom of the barrel. So with E3 come and gone this past June, it's safe to say that the event was rather underwhelming. It's not surprising that the plan are pointing towards rebranding the event to be less industry focused and far more appealing to the consumers and fans of video games. So far, plans look like shaping E3 into more of a Gamescom-like festival with up to 10,000 additional consumers in the LA Convention Center. Cramming 10,000 more people in there?
How busy was it this year?
It was pretty dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's like, I imagine at peak numbers, though, it gets pretty cramped.
Yeah, probably, but I feel like
There was plenty of like a walking room, but it's like
there was
around, at least around the events that were like big showcases such as like Cyberpunk and like Final Fantasy, there was like
4 to 5 hour wait, according to a
Right.
thing that I just
Yeah.
read.
You could, like, the Nintendo booth was like super packed and like
Yeah,
sure.
that's
You
probably
couldn't
the
get
big. That was probably, I'd say, the most crowded. Was the biggest line was probably Nintendo.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, either that one or well, Nintendo had so much going on there, but if you like
Ubisoft, maybe?
Shadowbringers had an extremely long line.
Yeah.
Shadowbringers.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 thing.
Yeah.
No, Ubi had a decent line, but you could only play Breakpoint there, which brings me to my next point of like, there's a lot of stuff there that people waited in line for to watch a trailer that they could watch online.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we've done that several times.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, we were lucky enough we didn't really have to wait in line per se.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't pay to go. So
Two?
Yeah.
well, kind of.
Although
but,
we would,
mean,
Matt and I waited in line for Final Fantasy 14.
Well,
the
right,
person's asked.
It
Yeah.
was like it would take like an hour or something.
Yeah, it was about an hour or so. But like pre-booked stuff that we had is just like we didn't wait in line for Borderlands 3 when we played that. We never actually got to play Psychonauts 2, but it's not like we waited in line to watch the demo for that. We didn't didn't have to wait in line to like do Dying Light 2 or anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, but like the Cyberpunk, like you were saying, was long, and like
Yeah.
all they did was watch like maybe what 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like
It's like what's the point? You know? It's like,
yeah,
what's the point?
it's yeah, it is weird.
Mhm.
It's like,
E3's
or
weird.
you're watching somebody else play the game. Besides the point, they plan on making it more like fan favorite events. So it's more things to do physically, as well as bringing more
Yeah.
celebrities in. Like you saw the
Oh,
reaction
no.
with Keanu Reeves.
Mhm.
One of the pitched ideas was getting players from the Los Angeles Lakers playing a video game in front of their fans or a fan. Or
That is
actors
just
competing in a tournament.
that is just the lowest of like, what can we do? Let's get the basketball guys to play the basketball game. No, but that'll work. Like, that's so dumb. Like,
Maybe like play against them or something though. Maybe
Like
I don't know.
maybe, but
Maybe.
like
Well, I mean, they want to be good gamers, wouldn't they? Considering that
well,
they're
actually,
basketball people.
a lot of like athletes play a lot of video games because they're traveling
Yeah.
so much. So they're just like,
oh yeah, I know
Mhm.
like several athletes, at least in the NBA, have gone to like streaming, just like a thing to now, just streaming video. But it's
Yeah.
like odds are you're gonna have to look at different type of celebrities and not necessarily athletes, because
That's what
Probably
EA
the major-
does.
let's get
that's what EA does, but that's EA though.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, what? Let's have an EA event. So
Although EA's events
Check
are
them out.
have provided me some entertainment, like watching Snoop Dogg just smoke a blunt while he's
Like
playing.
exactly,
Yeah.
like getting celebrities like
Battlefield.
that to do
Yes.
something. That's cool.
But
Like
let's-
I don't want to play
let's
against.
get Danny DeVito while he plays. What's a game coming out that he would really enjoy?
Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's have Danny DeVito play like Death Stranding or something. Like, let's do some weird
Oh
stuff.
god, that'd be pretty entertaining just to listen to.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff in there.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know, the big thing here is like the ESA who runs E3 knows they're kind of in trouble. It's just like a simple numbers game, right? So E3 2019, 66,000 attendees, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Gamescom
with-
2019 has been the largest event of the year, 373,000 attendees. Earlier last week, there was the Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, TGS. 262,000 attendees. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, something kind of needs to be done about it.
Yeah.
And they also talked about doing like a media only day,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Mhm.
Like other people do that. Like I think Gamescom does that.
CES does that.
Yeah. But yeah, like if that's the case, then if we like say we went again to E3, like if we like that would be the one day like you go for like a day
Don't
or
get your
two.
hopes up, boy.
I'm just saying, like
I was about to say you would have to pay Taylor, and then he might say no.
Yeah.
like yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing, man.
Yeah. Do we think location is a factor here? Like maybe LA might not be the greatest place to have E3 anymore? Move it somewhere else?
They tried. They moved it a long time ago to
Have
like
they?
some. It was like LA. It was still like LA,
Okay.
but it was not
It
like
was still
straight up
somewhere in-
downtown.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, still it's still like, or in a rather like a different city sort of thing, you know?
Man, I feel like it was also in Atlanta one year as well.
Yeah, I think they.
I reckon, like,
I remember they changed it one time, but they had like really poor turnout, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think this has been the like
so they've been
best.
playing around with it.
So they did a Santa Monica one year. I think that was the one I was
Okay.
thinking of. And they
Oh,
also
that was last year, wasn't it?
Santa Monica was like 2008 or something, or
Sure.
something like that. I want to say they did. Oh, here's a list. There was. This is a long time ago. They did like Atlanta, but it's been at like, yeah, it's been at the LA Convention Center pretty much its entire lifespan.
Mhm.
Tried like 2 years. It was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia,
Out of all
and one-
places.
and 2007 it was in Santa Monica Airport, which is weird. I guess.
Okay.
My microphone is falling off my desk, so I'll be right back.
Excellent. Excellent.
Lovely. But it's like,
Yeah.
obviously E3 has to do something, but they have to do something to like keep them unique. I mean, they did have the longest time going that they were the trade show,
Yeah.
but now they're trying to blend in with the crowd again. It's like it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's just another addition to what is already a pretty stacked year in terms of conventions and shows,
Yeah.
including what Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft display in their own press events online. I mean, Nintendo's not afraid to just post their directs and say, hey, that's what you're getting.
Right. Exactly. And then.
Like-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say like they're trying to become this like fan, like even like there's actually this is pretty wild that their PowerPoint leaked. There's like literal slides for their PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Which is funny. But they want to be like this like fan media, fan destination, right? But like they leaked like all this information like earlier this year, like the ESA did. Like
Right.
why would have like and if you're going to E3, you probably heard about that. So like
Yeah.
why would anybody really even like trust this brand with like their information? So like
Right.
I can tell you we don't.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Like and like this is never, and this is going back to stuff like this has never happened before, except when it happened
Right.
like
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah. This has never happened before, except when it happened this one other time, and then earlier last month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
It's the ESA is. I think the ESA in general is like somewhat like they need a rebrand. Also, you know, like they really need to.
Just need a restructure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can't give up on E3 because it's like their moneymaker, right?
Right.
So,
It's in their bid things. I mean, I don't know how much money the ESRB makes, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess what I'm kind of getting from this is like they're trying to make E3 more of like a Comic-Con type event. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Do you think
It's kind of
that's
a
the right path to go to?
That's what I said initially.
For like
That'd
just
be
like the Comic-Con of video game, like you know,
Yeah.
like
I don't know. Like, isn't there enough fan events out there?
I mean, that's what PAX
yeah.
kind of was originally, right?
Yeah. But then that grew.
That's huge now, yeah.
DreamHack used to be just a fan event, but that grew also pretty hard.
Like, I really don't see a need for E3.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, PlayStation's not there, gonna be there. I don't think Xbox is gonna. Was Xbox there?
Yeah,
Remember
they have like
Keanu
a-
Reeves?
They were they're
Oh,
in
yeah.
their own separate venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own venue, like down the street.
They were
or
literally at the
whatever.
Microsoft Theater across the street
Right, yeah.
from the convention center. Yeah.
Exactly, right? Like they have their own theater.
Trade
Yeah.
Flexing.
And they're just running off their name now, right? Like
Yeah.
E3, like, but then even their name is tarnished now. So
Right. Yeah.
like I don't even know what's happening, what they're gonna do.
I think I don't know. I really think they need to, because there's so many other gaming events out there. Like, you know, there's Gamescom, or TGS. Not that they're in America, but I feel like they need to really do something unique that nobody else does in order to rekindle the interest from the public.
Yeah.
So maybe if it's like, I don't know, maybe if it's like something like CES, where it's like a kind of convention, kind of like demo area. I don't know. Like, what can they do?
Well, they even say like, oh, we're not a B2B like convention anymore. It's like, well, then like what?
What
I
are
was
you?
like, yeah, like, what was the whole purpose of like why you existed? So
Right. And yeah, no, it's just like for a multitude of reasons. You know, events that we've seen this past year, like Gamescom, China Joy, Tokyo Game Show, they all feel like bigger events than E3 is because of, you know, I think part of it might be due to where they might take place during the year. Also, like June is kind of an awkward time, all things considered.
It's
even in development
really
cycles.
weird because
Yeah.
it used to be good early in the lifespan of video games, or at least in the early 2000s, because that kind of hit that window where you needed to start announcing stuff for
Mhm.
the holiday market.
Yeah.
The issue is now that's no longer the prime time. You have to be like at the beginning of the year to be able to do that. I'm talking like February, March. That's why CES is so successful then, because all the big tech companies now announcing what they have and what they're planning on doing later in the year for the holiday events. So.
Right. You know, it's like with all right, Fortnite at 11. Thanks for the follow. Anthony,
Hey.
how long does this go on for?
and the
What?
pizza.
Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, and the
What
pizza,
did
of
I
course.
say?
Hey, what?
The
What
Metal
about-
Gear
what-
noise, the
hey,
Codec noise.
who-
How long does that go on for? Anyway. All right, anyway, yeah, once
Give
again.
us for a bit. Relax.
Yeah, anyway, thanks for the follow. But all right, so yeah, what I was talking about though was basically
I love the emoji. By the way, the notification, the
Yeah.
02,
yeah.
makes me happy.
All right, but oh well, yeah, completely lost my train of thought. Thanks.
You're welcome. That's what
Alright,
I'm good at.
Yeah,
Maybe if they did like a change of date, change of venue,
maybe.
you know, maybe,
I-
chuck it in New York or something. I don't know.
I think the strongest thing is definitely a change of date, because if they want to return to that, you know, this is a trade show, that's our bread and butter, that's what we want to do. They have to change date. That's hands down something they have to do.
Yeah.
Right.
As in terms of locations, I mean, LA is not bad because in terms of like international conventions, it has an international airport that's very convenient for many people.
That's true. That's true.
This stuttering.
Too bad
Triggered.
LA just sucks.
Yeah, triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah, triggered
Yeah,
here, but
it just-
yeah,
LA is a
I hate
terrible
LA.
place.
I
Yeah.
used to live around there.
Yeah.
Always hated it.
it's okay. I don't like it either. Anyway, but yeah, anyway.
And meanwhile, Anthony's there like, what is this?
What's
miserable
going
land
on?
of Los Angeles?
Yeah. Anyway, but no, I remember the point I was trying to make earlier. It's like we see, it's like, you know, it used to be that it's just like, you know, the fall season was so like good for video games and whatnot. But it's like now it's like we're also seeing kind of as Matt was talking about, it's like the emergence of like the spring season also. So you know those are the two big times of the year for gaming, are spring and then fall, right?
Mhm.
And so it's
Yeah.
like you with companies now starting to target it's like spring also, especially for some larger projects like the Final Fantasy VII remake, Cyberpunk 2077 and whatnot,
Mhm.
that just simply won't be ready by the fall and everything. It's like having E3 in June. It's like, okay, companies want to show off their bid projects. I mean, the fans want to see their bid projects and everything shown off also, right? But it's like, they're not coming out until spring of next year. That's almost a full year away from E3. That's like 9 to 10 months away,
Yep.
from when they're shown at E3. So it's just like, really?
Yeah.
Maybe because E3 used to be press only, like they were never open to the public.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say something, but now I've completely forgotten what I was saying. That was very important too.
EA will never be profitable doing that though.
Right.
Being press.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, that's right. So back in the early days of video games when E3 was very popular, the internet didn't really exist back then. Like it did exist, but it wasn't. You couldn't really do the whole live streaming kind of thing nowadays. And
Yeah.
I think there is no real place for an event like E3 where they're announcing stuff and whatever. Even if they did change a date, what's to say that Nintendo can't just save money, which they already do? Not attend E3, do their online thing. Same with Sony. Or if Microsoft ditched and did the same thing, what's there then? Nothing.
Microsoft might not, because it literally cost them nothing. It's like they rent out their own
Yeah.
theater, It's like,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
So-
don't rent it out. They kick out whoever's occupying it.
Yeah.
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 I just read this part. It's like support the idea of creating branded experiential pods on the show floor.
No.
What?
Yeah.
There's also one of the slides, the power of
Yeah.
social good. Research shows that millennials and Gen Z are the most giving bats less social good generations ever. By amplifying E3's social good brand, I can barely read this because white text without an outline on a brighter background. Oh my, who made this presentation?
What are you watching?
Fire them.
this is the slides from.
Chuck it in the chat.
It's in the Game Daily Biz article.
Yeah, it's from the Game Daily.
By amplifying E3's social good brand, we can advance the industry's brand with consumers while I think that says storing, once again, white text on a bright background. Chicks?
Fine, I'll chuck it in the chat. No, I can't.
Storing positive chicks?
I got it.
CHITS? What? Okay, anyway.
Oh, that's the
Dumb.
trauma center
For
thing.
future use,
Dumb.
e.g. policy goals, nets and native video game story. One tactic we can implement is partnering with influencers, celebrities, athletes, YouTube personalities who are passionate about E3 and relevant social good efforts like gender equality and STEM fields. Imagine an NBA champion global superstar participating in an E3 Coliseum conversation or global movie star being part of the E3 digital ticket because it included social good components.
This happened this year because Elon Musk had sat down with what's his face?
Jeff Keighley and Todd Howard.
Precisely.
Oh,
Was
I
that a
didn't
massive
see that.
success? Nobody even knew about that.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I didn't
So
hear
that
about it
is-
until after the
that
fact.
That was a thing. I haven't heard about it till now.
Yeah.
Nor do
That
I
was-
really care to watch something like that,
But I don't understand the whole imagine an NBA champion, whatever. Like they had a world-renowned scientist, and tech billionaire sit down. Was that a massive success? Or just because the guy's an athlete, it doesn't really make much difference in my mind.
I mean, there's a large population of people who like watch sports and play video games. I feel like it's pretty high.
Yeah, but EA does that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, EA, like we said earlier, EA does their weird thing.
Right. So I guess
Having-
one of the big takeaways though is like I don't know, to me it's like E3 needs to refocus on games, having actual games shown off, not this whole wait in line for an hour and a half to see an extended trailer sort of thing. But all of this just screams to me it's like they're not, it's like this isn't refocusing on games, That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember like the thing where the guy was like, I don't know if we guys saw this, but there was like someone was like attached to like a human crane game. You guys see that?
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be more of that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Weird Mixer will have a booth or something. Like I'm sure they already do, but like
I think we
doing
walked by the
something-
Mixer booth a few times actually.
I
yeah,
think
I'm
we
sure we
did.
did. But like, they'll do something there. Mixer will have a booth. Twitch will have a even bigger booth with, celebrity streamers like they already do, but even bigger now. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think is the
People are gonna walk
experiences.
by not caring.
Yeah.
Just like we
Well,
used to.
maybe like I don't care, but there's a large portion of like fandoms that get real
Wait. They're gonna have it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so it's not even gonna be on a weekend.
It wasn't.
It wasn't anyway.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Why don't they put it on a weekend? They'll get a lot more people there.
Probably due to.
Look.
Not even
Stop
CES
making-
is on a weekend
This
though.
is true, but this is E3 we're talking about. Stuff doesn't make sense, so stop making sense.
Yeah.
Well, also you got to rent out LA Convention Center, which is
Right, exactly. But
And with that amount of
I mean, if
attendees,
you
should
can't
not
afford it,
rent
don't
all
do
of them.
so, well, I mean, okay, so I mean, like, speaking of this also, I mean, it's like, Sony saw this year, it was largely more worth their while to be at Gamescom and TGS than E3 and everything. So it's just like, E3, you know, the ESA is literally pulling in no money from the big three anymore. Nintendo doesn't show up, like, you know, for a presentation. They don't have to rent out a theater. Yeah, they have a booth. But it's like they don't have to rent out. They don't have to rent out like a theater to do their presentation in from, or like a space in the convention hall to do stuff in. Sony just straight up wasn't there, and Microsoft has their own theater that costs them nothing.
Well,
That they just do.
So what does paid media buys to promote and amplify E3 and ESA members? What does that even mean?
I'm guessing is just like E3
So
wants to
for
pay media
paid
people to hype
content.
up. Yeah, I don't know.
paid media. I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah.
just like streamers and stuff, or
Maybe.
influencers.
That's like-
or whatever.
It's one of those things. It's like they're trying. They're trying
Oh,
to
paid
stop-
media buys. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Create paid media partnerships with major outlets that exponentially increase the reach of E3 and its exhibitors.
sponsor us.
We will go homeless for a week for you.
Oh God, not again. Flashbacks.
All right. So
It's like, it's.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to go ahead very well, to be honest.
E3 is known as a trade show. If it stops being a trade show, they'll stop being.
They even like literally said we're not going to be a B2B
yeah.
thing anymore.
Yeah.
So, like,
I still like the idea of a giant engine just to announce or everything at once,
Mhm.
or like something like that, kind of like how CES is. But
sure. Some
It's
kind of,
a-
something for the consumer. That's like
yeah.
Right. I guess the biggest like thing about like with CES and everything is like or it's like the differences and everything is like, well, the start is just like there are so many tangible products that you can just kind of walk up and use at CES and demo, and it's great.
It's awesome.
You know, it's like you can go over to Huawei's booth and demo their phone that's coming out in a month and a half or whatever.
Sure.
That's pretty cool.
Which was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cool and stuff like that. And then also is like this is such a minor thing, but it's like the way the convention staff treats you and everything. It's like at CES you're actually treated as like another industry professional, but at E3 I felt like I was treated like a man child, you know, by the staff. So
That sounds like a you problem. doesn't it?
I mean, it was a bit of a like
You were
Yeah.
treated as an attendee for sure. That
Like-
that was definitely a thing.
getting in there. Like I remember we literally walked to one spot. They're like, "You guys got to get in. Media goes to this area." Okay, walk to this area. Like, no media in this
Yeah.
section. You guys got to go to this area. We just came from that area, and they're like, "You got to go to that area." I was like, "What is happening?"
yeah.
And then I walked up to the pub. I'm like, and she looks at me again. She's like, "Oh, media." I'm like, "Look, I just went there, and they told me to come here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want from me." She's like, "Okay, fine, just go in." I'm like, "Thank you."
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
was like, why would I lie? Like,
It's
So,
just
it's just a
Yeah, it's like
weird,
a-
weird thing.
As opposed to CES,
It was-
where it's like they have clearly defined media entrances, and people will like actually, it's like the guards around, or it's like the event staff, like the guides, will actively spot your badge and point you in the right direction to
like
enter.
definitely the coolest thing that happened this past CES is a lady walked up to us, saw our badge, and said, "Hey, you guys want to go onto a smart yacht?"
Yeah,
Hell yeah!
and it's like hence the video there that we made on it.
Yeah, that video was spawned by one of the girls just walking around finding media people just to cover this smart yacht.
CS
Yeah,
also
because
seems
they're
like
actively trying to,
there's
Yeah.
more space.
There definitely is the Las Vegas. It's spread out like 3 different areas though, right? So it's like there's the
Yeah.
Las Vegas Convention Center, which has both an extensive North, Central, and South Hall, also,
Yeah.
and then
As well
there's
as the Sands.
Yes, there's the Sands Convention Center, and there's even stuff that goes on over at Aria too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
It's very spread out, but like as Taylor was saying, we went there and we could like, we're not dealing with concepts. We're touching and like demoing
Yeah,
and
sure.
doing something.
Yeah.
We're
And
not
it's
sitting
like-
there watching presentation, then being told you can't record, you can't talk about it or stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
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 It's like the people at CES were like so excited about the product and everything.
Oh yeah, like one of the definitely the coolest small things we saw there. What we posted the video was about the helmet with the rear view camera.
Mm-hmm.
We just walked around and found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't really necessarily do that at E3 as much.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like, yeah, unless they're like a small studio like that you can, talk with and chat with the developers and like, hey, interview. Like, sure.
Right.
But like, the big ones, you got to get an appointment time, and then it's a mess. It's like,
Yeah.
we literally, bless you, we were like going to Borderlands. It was like, oh, get in there now. We're like, ah.
We showed up 15 minutes early, and they were like, "Go, go, go! It's starting now." And we're like, "Why?"
What?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I just say E3 is just a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of this
Yeah.
to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
E3 is a
opposed to
mess.
it's like CES where it's like I don't know, you can try to window shop, just kind of like we did with the helmet. It's just like we were walking around. It's like, oh, this looks cool. We started talking to the guy. Let's make a video about this. Okay,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Yeah, it's like we were definitely fascinated enough to be invested to make a video and make content and showcase these people's products.
Yeah.
You don't get that here. I don't.
What's
like,
cutainment?
It's
Oh,
things that keep. Oh, that was
God.
like the most like corporate speak word I think in this presentation. But it was like I guess it's like the concept as they explain it is like as you're waiting in one of these notoriously long lines to watch a 10-minute trailer for Cyberpunk, then it's just like they want to keep you entertained somehow.
Maybe a girl for the Bang energy drink will come by and just chuck one at your face.
Oh,
while
that'd
you're
be
waiting.
nice. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that
God,
was.
that was. I enjoyed passing by the
What?
booth
What?
and just.
What?
like-
Do you know
Alright,
what
so-
Bang energy? Have you heard of these Bang energy drinks?
No.
Okay.
So-
Taylor enjoyed the revive of Showgirls.
So
Booth
they had
babes.
the worst
Thank you.
booth
There we go.
It was constantly just blasting music. There's girls in like, not very
Spanx-
little, very little
Spanx
clothing.
in like a
Scantily
sports bra.
clad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spanx in like a
and they were
sports bra.
just like, they weren't. Thankfully, they weren't throwing out cans of this stuff. Although that would have been pretty funny.
Yeah.
They were wanting to, and you know it.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
wanting to chuck that down your throat.
There was like dudes with like backward. It was bad and
It was pretty cringe. Not gonna lie.
terrible.
It was pretty
Why is
cringe,
it
not gonna
funny
lie,
with
but I
food?
appreciated walking by the booth like 2 or 3 times a day and just getting a free drink there that they were handing out because they weren't keeping track of who was like.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get a free energy drink, but like now that I'm,
Honestly-
read more into their stuff, I'm like, never mind. Shut
There's-
that. I don't want any more.
I
of their
had the,
energy drinks.
I had the green apple one, and it made me feel so terrible.
I mean,
Not
you
gonna
don't
lie.
like energy drinks or caffeine in general,
I
Yeah,
know,
I
but
never
it's
had
like, I
those.
so I don't
wanted
know
to
why
give it
you're
a
drinking.
shot.
I don't know why you were drinking an energy drink.
You guys,
Because I was like, because I got G Fuel and I haven't had G Fuel in a while, so I wanted to compare the two.
you should look up the CEO on
Fuel sponsor us.
Instagram.
Why? Okay,
Okay.
why isn't G Fuel at E3?
They were.
There,
They
they
were.
were.
Oh, they were. Okay.
We got
They're
a
a big
couple.
booth.
We got
We-
a tub and a shaker from them. Yeah.
Give me a minute,
okay.
I'll actually grab the shaker.
They're there. They're pretty.
We can't get it here.
Oh,
In
it's
Australia?
yeah.
I like Respawn better though. The Razer
That
Respawn.
was I ran out of mine recently,
Okay.
but yeah, like they do weird stuff like that, which is terrible. Like I don't want to Q-tainment. Ugh, terrible.
Q-tainment.
So
That's
bad.
literally
Like,
what
even
it's
just-
It's like containment, but in a queue.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Q-tainment.
Yeah.
Terrible term.
Disgusting.
Those-
Disgusting.
Doesn't even exist as a word, so whatever.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it's
It's a
just
new
bad
moniker.
that they even.
It's not in the dictionary.
Definitely. Oh god.
It's just marketing speak. or
Definitely
whatever.
one of the coolest things is they had stuff there, and they had these cool. I'm like trying
Yeah,
not to
that
get
Code
the
Vein
word right.
shaker.
Mhm.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. It's so
Have-
detailed.
Yeah.
And they were like,
By the way, there's a Code Vein demo on PS4 if you guys have
Okay.
not.
I don't have it.
Ooh.
I might
So
check-
if
I
you
might check
actually
out that.
want to play a demo of it, there's a free demo.
Okay.
I'll wait for
I'll
the
check it
check
out.
on that on piece. But like this, definitely one of the coolest things I got there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's still retaining all the detail very well. But it's like the last day, they're just practically
Selling.
like selling stuff. They're giving away stuff for a really marked down price. So I got this and like a tub of Fazeberry because they're sold out of it online.
Is it, they didn't want to haul it back to New York.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
less
that's
they
the
have,
thing.
the better, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and they're turning a profit. So
All
yeah,
right,
it's like
Yeah.
let's
It's like
All right. I
move
think
on.
we've aired our. I
Yeah.
think we've aired our.
Basically, E3 sucks.
Yeah.
They need to
maybe
do
it always
something.
has. I don't know. Maybe E3 has always sucked.
I don't think E3 has always sucked, but
like the actual like place, like the physical space of E3.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's fair because we've only ever seen it from press coverage.
Yeah, exactly.
Now having firsthand experience in the field.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, E3 sucks. I went there not last year, but the year before. I think it was fine, but I wasn't waiting in lines. So.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now that we've all just kind of aired our dirty laundry against ESA, let's move on. Sony, who again was absent at E3, they have like discount Nintendo Direct called the Sony State of Play coming up on the 24th.
Yep.
So Andrew, you wanted to talk about this? What's going on? What's up?
I'll just break a couple of details. So they have it's on the 20th, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's like 4 p.m. Eastern.
That's
basically.
24th / the 25th for Australian people.
Probably 25th for you guys, yeah. But it says they're prepping a pretty hefty show. This is straight from the PlayStation blog, around 20 minutes long. Fresh new look. I don't know what that means. Maybe just better production or different type of style. I have no idea. They're going to include new game reveals, new content from PlayStation's worldwide studio. So I'm assuming that's like first party. And just a bunch of updates. And it also does say, don't expect any updates related to our next gen plans. In this
Fair enough.
Okay.
So, yes.
Nice.
And it seems like from
We need them to confirm our PS5 rumors.
it seems like from Twitter, The Last of Us 2 will be there.
That one makes
Yes.
sense. We haven't
a lot of details on that.
It's called Last of Us Chapter 2 or
Part
something?
2. Last of Us
Part 2,
Two.
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
That would make sense. I think the last time we really heard from that game was E3 2018. So that was silent for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, which is probably for the better.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets silent during crunch time.
Maybe. Yeah.
Hopefully we're not crunching too hard. But I'm just
really.
interested in what you guys think might be there. And like what would you want from this like kind of Nintendo Direct like thing?
New PlayStation All Stars.
Well, yeah, that was rumored a little bit,
Wow.
wasn't it? Yeah. That was rumored a couple weeks
That will
ago.
always be rumored though. That's a given.
Yeah. That's like there's how there are always Smash Brothers rumors? Yeah, there are always All Stars rumors. Yeah. All right.
Not the last
I'm
one.
hoping something new from Ghost of Tsushima. If not, then it's like that game will probably hit on the PS5 sometime. So yeah. Let's see. I feel like there's really nothing new that we could see from like Cyberpunk, so that's out.
No, I don't think Cyberpunk will
Yeah.
be there. It's only 20 minutes long too, so it
Oh.
seems like it's going to be short and sweet, which is probably good.
Yeah.
Probably see something from Concrete Genie as well.
Okay.
I was going to say the medieval game that's
Yeah,
coming out like this next month, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably
Show that
around
off
Halloween.
again. I know they showed it off during a state of play
October.
earlier this year.
Yeah. Oh, unless they already did that, then maybe.
Yeah.
Probably see something from. What was that Iron Man game? That Iron Man VR game?
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Like I heard that.
Possibly. Random fact, but Robert Downey Jr. is actually coming back as Iron Man again
Okay.
Really?
for some other movie. Yep.
Huh.
Whatever, Disney. Alright.
I don't know.
No
I mean-
balls to kill a character off. Anyway.
This is, I think it's like a prequel, but anyway, whatever.
Anyway.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Think about it. If it's something like Black Widow's backstory,
Yeah.
like Black Widow origin, would it be worth it, Taylor?
Yeah, but I mean, does Iron Man need to be involved in Black Widow's? Theoretically, they should. Anyway, whatever. All right, back to the state of play stuff. Back to the state of play stuff. Yeah. It's like, I don't think I mean, there's not much more to see from Death Stranding besides actually play the game, so probably nothing from there, right? I don't
Minus,
think.
just general hype.
Yeah. I don't think Modern Warfare will show off anything. Like, I think it's too close, and we just had a fairly lengthy beta.
Yeah, crossplay beta is going on right now as well.
Yeah.
I need to play that.
It's good.
Well,
Good.
I know it's good. I want to.
Project Awakening. Apparently, that's a game that they
what's
It's an
that?
RPG. It's a brand new RPG that they're working on.
Okay.
This just dropped. When was this released? Yeah, So it's being developed by Games. Recently filed a rating for a trial version of its ambitious role-playing game, Project Awakening.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have heard about this, but anyway.
No, this is news to me.
It's looks like a kind of Monster Hunter kind of thing, but it's PS5.
I'm interested to see how this one goes. The last one I feel like received well.
Yeah.
It was also their first one.
Yeah.
So this one, if it has Last of Us 2, seems like it'll be bigger. Not bigger in length, but just bigger in new, bigger height, bigger news. I
Yeah.
guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm interested if this is they're gonna keep doing this, because after the last one, people were like, oh, maybe they should just do any more.
Yeah.
What time's this during the day?
It's at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh.
6 a.m. Australian time. Of course, they never work around Australian time.
I don't know who that time zone satisfies. Honestly, like I don't know. Even it's
It is
like
a weird time.
yeah, it's like I don't know. It's
Does
like
that satisfy? No, that's.
it's not even like good in Tokyo. It's early in the morning in Tokyo.
No.
It's close
How
to
about for Europe?
Oh,
maybe.
maybe.
Europe, yeah.
Yeah. No, maybe. Hold
The
on.
closest one I would say is it's 4 o'clock Eastern time, which
Let me
is
look.
like people maybe
That's
getting
people
off
are
work.
Europe.
It'd be
So
like
6
yeah, 8
that's-
p.m. or it'd be like 8 or 9 p.m. maybe 10 p.m. in Europe. For this.
That's
also.
not
So in the UK, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It's
That's
6
a little
a.m.
That's
late.
not bad.
Okay.
late.
It's
No.
weird, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It also gives time for people to cover it. 1 p.m. people like the media is, at work doing their
Yeah,
job.
before they leave
so
the
they
office for
can-
the day.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can cover it, from the office or whatever. And maybe that'll just be able to spread. Also, I think around that time is like one of the most people maybe are on lunch and stuff like that, so they'll have time to just pop in and just check their Twitter feed and get all the stuff they need from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I don't know. I'm interested. I like PlayStation. I own a PlayStation 4. I've had most PlayStation for I never have Xbox that much, especially with my PC now. So I'm just interested to see what they do. They do a lot of cool stuff with their exclusives. I didn't even see this, that there's what's his name, Spyro's in CTR now. What is happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. So yeah, weird stuff. I'm interested in some weird stuff. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see.
Apparently, they're doing a Twisted Metal TV show.
Okay.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It really does.
That's not great.
Great
marketing,
idea.
Actually.
Yeah, Twisted Metal Black was cool, but that's a good one.
I don't know. This
now-
is kind of a weird time to have a state of play, to be honest. Because Sony just had a massive showing last week at TGS, so it's what more do they got that didn't get shown last week? What?
Hey,
What is this
you
for?
never know.
I don't know. Maybe their state of plays are for their lower end kind of projects and whatnot, stuff that
Okay.
doesn't really get much media coverage and that isn't shown at events because not that interesting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say yeah, but then they're also having The Last of 2, which is huge. So
Okay.
Was that at CS? Was that at
E3?
TGS?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
maybe we'll get a release date for that thing.
Maybe.
We don't already have one. I'm
No,
not sure.
Was there a leak a while back that said it was going to be coming out later this year though?
You know what? Yeah, it got delayed, I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I
if there
think
was...
February it's coming out.
That's such
I
okay.
think was the rumor.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually got a date on it, but
Okay.
oh
you-
yeah, there was a leak.
Yeah.
Date of February 28th. So maybe this is maybe that's what they're gonna kind of announce.
I don't know. I'm predicting July 2020. Honestly, for the release of The Last of Us Part 2, because Sony doesn't want to contend spring against Cyberpunk or Final Fantasy 7. And
Maybe.
And Sony wants
When-
people to buy Death Stranding this holiday season also. So
Yeah,
When's-
but go ahead.
When's the PS5
That-
rumored to release?
December
Probably
2020.
Probably in the fall. So
Yeah.
I thought it was earlier than that. I thought
it'd probably be
November.
November. Or, if it
October,
comes out.
November, something.
I don't
Yeah,
I'd say the same time as the Xbox Scarlet or whatever. Gen Xbox.
they'll come out around the same time.
Yeah. I don't think.
I'm still very surprised that they don't have release dates for either of them.
I think it's
be honest.
like the thing that do
Hey,
around now is like, hey, like let's just announce it not that far off.
Yeah.
You know, like just keep our cards
Maybe.
closed, and then
Yeah.
because people are going to be excited no matter what. You don't have to
Hype it up or anything.
Yeah, and then you give away your hand to your competitor or whatever.
Fair.
Whatever that's worth, brands and garbage.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. We'll definitely be covering it, and probably on the podcast. So make sure you tune in.
Yeah, if there's anything hype or anything. Matt, any last thoughts about the state of play here?
Nope.
All right.
Not gonna lie.
All right. So
Plain and simple, no.
yeah, all right. I'm going to bring it back to the PC gaming space and our favorite store in the PC gaming world, the Steam store, right? Run by the company called Valve, who used to make games, but doesn't make games anymore.
No, it's Epic
Anyway.
Store.
No.
Epic Store's
no,
the best.
No.
They update games now.
Yeah. Yeah, they just maintain games now. Yeah.
Precisely.
Anyway, so Valve has been taken to court by in France, okay, concerning the resale of Steam games and everything. And so basically, the French court ruled against Valve, saying that Valve needs to allow users to resell Steam games, like themselves, or face a fine, which if worked out, it's like a few $1,000s a day for X amount of days. When worked out, it's like $550,000 over 3 months or something like that. So when you're a multi-billion-dollar company as Valve, I mean, that's just like, I don't know, that's like a, I don't know how you describe that. That's more of just like an error somewhere, like, oh, the intern forgot to carry a 0 or whatever. Oops. Yeah.
That's a big 0.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, the argument of UFC Que Choisir is that when a customer purchases a game, they are purchasing a license to use that software. This is a representative for the French court arguing against Valve and their policies as they stand right now. This is just like the license you get to watch a movie when you buy a Blu-ray. If you're done with the Blu-ray you buy and you no longer want to watch the movie, you can lend it to a friend or sell it secondhand. So digital purchases ought to work the same way. If a customer doesn't enjoy a game, they should be able to return it, and if they're done playing it, then they should be able to resell it. Valve counter-argued that it does not sell licenses for games, rather it sells subscriptions. When you purchase a game through Steam, you are buying the rights to access that game indefinitely. However, you are not actually purchasing a license for the game. Therefore, traditional consumer protections, such as the right to return or resell, do not apply. The French court was not persuaded by Valve's arguments, though, and sided with the consumer rights group. If Valve does not change its policies, it will have to pay a fine of 3,000 euros per day for up to 6 months. Yeah, and that's the thing where it's like that works out to like 550 or something like that, 550,000 euros. Anyway, Valve does plan to appeal the court ruling, a representative informed Kotaku. The case is not only relevant to Steam and not even only relevant to gaming. The same arguments should also be applied to other digital game stores and even to other software products such as Windows, or alternatively, like if you download a movie from Google Play or whatever, right? Yeah. Similar court cases could be brought up in other countries in the European Union, and UFC, or the French courtman Que Choisir again, said it is planning to take further actions against the other digital products and platforms. So,
Interesting.
this is like, I don't know, this is like flashback circa 2014 when everyone on the PCMR subreddit was debating the intricacies of DRM for like a week straight.
That was fun.
Yeah. So, Matt, what's your take on this?
In tech, I'm on Valve's side in this opinion, honestly. It like a physical licensed copy is much different than a subscription-based one that they kind of have here.
Yeah.
And their terms of service do also agree with what they state. Therefore, I believe Valve is right in this situation.
Okay. Anthony, what's your take?
So I'm also on the side of Valve. However, I am the idea of being able to resell old games that you've been able to digitally purchase. Because I've got like 90 games that I want to get rid of.
Okay.
Humble bundle.
Yeah, exactly. Or like 10 for $5 or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's, as far as the whole licensing and everything, sure, the user is using their platform. Terms of service do apply. However, terms of service aren't law. So it depends on the, obviously, individual countries' laws and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very surprised that France or Europe or whatever haven't brought this up earlier. I mean, if it's a major issue, why haven't they brought this up when Steam was first around. You know,
Right.
unless this is a new law that's just come in or something with France or wherever this is an issue. I don't know. I can't really see Steam allowing people to resell games because they're. I mean, at the end of the day, they're still making money, but it'd be absolute hell for them to kind of work around and
Their
pull that in
profits
place.
would also tank massively.
They would,
because of that.
they would turn into like little more than
sure.
like G2A or something.
Ah, yeah,
you
true,
know?
true.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Because they're not, yeah. And I guess it kind of wipes away the whole second-hand market as well, because you can't, unless you're selling a code for cheaper than what you bought it for.
Mhm.
I don't know
Yeah.
how they'd do it, to be honest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, what do you think?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It makes sense to why like people like you buy something digitally, right, and you don't really have it's not really yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so making it parity with like a physical copy makes sense in like theory,
Yeah.
but I understand why like you can't just sell it. Like it gets muddy, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do you sell a digital thing? Like how does that even work really? Like I have to give you a code? Like
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like cancel now I can't download it. I can't like what if I transfer all those files to a hard drive or whatever and then sell it and I just have this backup copy. Like it gets really weird and maybe one day it'll exist in some other form, but
I think it'll get there eventually, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's really doable, because what's to say that you can't make a copy of it and work around the whole,
yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm saying.
Steam locked kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, and then like self, copies of your game, like somehow. I'm sure someone would figure it out, right?
Yeah.
People are super smart.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do also think, I don't know, I guess, like, hello, camera, how are you? Anyway,
Yeah.
I do think that, it's like, I'm on the side of Valve here, but I don't really like Valve's argument, necessarily.
Mhm.
The whole, like, subscription, it's like, their argument, it's like, subscription thing doesn't really jive for me, because, I don't know, it's like, let's look like another subscription-based service like Netflix or whatever, right? Where you stream the video and whatnot. I was just like, the files aren't kept on your computer on something
Right.
that you own, right? But Steam games obviously are, right?
Yeah.
And because, I mean, okay, so all, like, Steam really does is just provide, like, a really tiny file saying, yeah, it's okay to use these files. And that's all it is. That's why it's, like, preloading is a thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess it's, like, I don't know, it's, like, I could see the subscription argument a lot more if, after, or no, I would say this subscription argument a lot more if Valve didn't put any files for the game on your computer and you were streaming it like a Netflix movie or something.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
but now it's just like, wow, it's like, I do actually have the entire code base to the game on something that I own. I have the game as it exists, because it is a digital product, on something that I own, but now but it's like Valve is already, wait, that's not actually yours now.
And they do like returns a little bit, right?
Yeah, they do. They're really
Yeah,
generous
like
with their return
several
policy.
hours, Yeah.
Yeah, I've returned a few things,
Yeah.
and it works
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
As long you don't like something or whatever, it's not your tea. You're just like, oh, never mind. Like I'll just take my money back. Like kind of cool
You can
that
play
like,
for 2 hours and then
Yeah, I think it's like 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
But it's neat that like I don't even think they have to, at least in the United States, offer that.
No.
I know I think in like Europe and stuff they might
they
have
do
to.
here.
Yeah.
Mm.
So no, that's cool. At least that they're already halfway there. I feel like from
Yeah.
this from the whatever these French people who are suing them,
Mm-hmm.
French court. I don't know. It's cool. And also like the French court's suing like they mentioned it in the article, like they're suing Valve, but like this like Sony, like they all have this issue.
I mean, this applies to
Everybody.
everything
Yeah.
from Valve to Google to
Yeah. So,
anybody really.
Apple to
It's
Spotify,
yeah.
in a sense, yeah.
So it's weird that only they're getting hit by this now for some reason.
Right. I mean, to be fair, it's the guy who brought the lawsuit against Valve did say it's like, oh yeah, that's like this can extend to other things like Windows and whatnot.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
why use them as the first ones to go after? That's kind of the question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I don't
video games bad.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I'm pretty serious on that, actually.
Okay.
Like that's why I assume they went after Valve,
Okay.
especially with some of their most recent issues
Yeah.
with CS:GO and their gambling community.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
also the CS:GO crate controversy that was going on in Europe for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
Because I was trying to think, like, on PlayStation, if you buy something digitally, like, you have it and install it,
Yeah.
pretty sure you can just have it forever.
Yeah.
Like,
You can never get rid of it.
yeah.
right,
Okay.
like, even if this gets,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I have
yeah.
PT installed on my PlayStation still. Like, that game, you cannot download that game, like, anymore, ever, anywhere.
Yeah.
But I could still fire up PT if I wanted to. Like,
But what happens if you delete it?
then you can't get it ever again. Like, that's the...
Yeah.
that's like the weird thing that I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is once I don't know. This is once again. This deals into the nuances of like the DRM argument and everything. So it's like we obviously know how like Steam and Valve's DRM and policy functions and whatnot, right? But you look at one of their competitors. I think GOG does this. Good Old Games, that is, where it's like they basically there's no like by the nature of their games and everything, they literally give you all of the files and everything without any sort of authentication key needed for any other client to say, hey, it's okay to use these files and everything to the rest of them. And so it's like, as a result, it's just like you can like copy those files to a flash drive and then have like a copy of the game, so to speak, on the flash drive,
Yeah, hard fiddly-dee.
Yeah.
I know they're more into preserving games than most,
exactly.
like, stores, so it's kind of cool to do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll go after Blizzard next.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do have a store. Their storefront's so small, but
Yeah.
But they do churn a profit.
Oh yeah. Well, Overwatch and Call of Duty. Is Call of Duty exclusive now on that stuff?
Yeah. Activision, it's an Epic. Yeah.
Is it exclusive?
I know the last year's one was.
Yeah, it'll be a Battle.net thing. Also, again.
Yeah, Battle.net.
Yeah.
Battle.net.
Battle.
What happened to Destiny 2? Where's that now? Steam, right?
Yeah, it's going to go onto Steam.
Oh, really?
Pretty
It
soon,
is on
I think.
Steam.
Yeah, they
I
took.
think it's already on Steam.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did take it off Battle.net. I know that.
Yeah.
Or,
Interesting. I haven't
Yeah,
Battle.net
you
watched
could
that.
buy and download Destiny 2 right now on Steam.
It's on Battle. You can.
Oh
you
no,
can-
coming
on
October
Battle.net.
1st. My bad. You could
Maybe.
pre-purchase.
Maybe you're right. You can't even play it on. You can't even play it on. That on Battle.net anymore. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, well, I bought it on Battle.net, so there goes my money spent on it there.
Well, you can't. You can still play it though, there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So use that as the launcher.
Although Bungie at some point highly recommended and like even like provided steps for people to like move their installation from Battle.net over to Steam or whatever. So,
How do you do that?
Just add a game. You can add stuff to Steam pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how specifically Bungie wanted you to do it, but I know they
Yeah,
published
sure.
like detailed like step-by-step instructions.
Which I'll probably do.
yeah, but I don't know. It's like more to it's like Blizzard and everything. I don't know. It's like most of their games, it's like you wouldn't really want to play without an internet connection,
Mhm,
right?
yeah.
Anyway, so I just the DRM case is the kind of argument. Like I don't know, despite the StarCraft files being on my PC or whatever, it's useless unless I have an internet connection to play it against.
Yeah.
So yeah. Doesn't matter if I own the rights to that game or not. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Interesting case.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
Definitely.
Anything else to say about it?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I'm just curious. I'm gonna keep an eye out, see how it pans out. 'Cause this is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Cool.
The appeal process is gonna be rather interesting.
Yeah. This could shake up like digital distribution for the
Yeah,
first
100%.
time for significant
Definitely.
time since its inception.
Yeah.
Yep.
So keep an eye on this one.
Everybody.
Yep.
We'll probably be talking about it within the next year. So yeah. All right, so I guess with that, that'll about wrap up the episode, except the game's releasing this next week. Anthony, what's going on?
Yeah, quite a few indies and like titles this week.
Oh, yeah?
So on September 24th, we have Dead by Daylight, which is coming to Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Aspire 1 VR Operative is coming to Rift, Quest,
Oh, that
PSVR, Vive, and Index. Also on September 24th, so it's coming to every VR platform.
That game.
That game, whatever that is.
The
Surge
one where Matt
2.
punched a guy IRL because of
Oh, sure.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
The
Honestly, that
Surge
game was
2.
a lot of fun. And the one where we tried to, coax you into being stealthy as you proceeded to execute a man from behind.
Yeah. Nobody will notice if there's no one to notice, okay?
Exactly. The Surge 2 is
I
going to PC,
noticed.
PS4, Xbox One, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. On September 24th, so everything but Switch, Cat Quest 2 is coming to PC on September 24th. Noita Steam Early Access is going to PC also on September 24th. The Executioner is going to PC on September 25th. 3000th Duel Steam Early Access is also going to PC, obviously, on September 25th. Timothy and the Mysterious Forest, PC September 25th. Mario Kart Tour, which is for mobile,
Ooh.
on September 25th, which will be a joke.
All right. Okay. Don't bias
That's
here,
a-
officer.
Wow.
That's really bad.
Okay.
Repressed is going to PC on September 26th. Encased is going to Steam Early Access on September 26th as well. Northgard is going to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on September 26th. Flotsam Steam Early Access is coming on September 26th as well. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition is going to Switch on September 26th. Andrew, your favorite game, Contra Rogue Core is coming. Rogue Core is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. on
Game of the
September
year
26th.
2019.
I'm so tempted to this game. I just need to know.
Didn't you play it?
It is a
Didn't you
demo.
play a
on
demo?
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to know more.
Okay.
There was a
Get it.
song. They had like the remix, like the song. So good.
Oh dear.
Oh, Contra.
Wanderlust Travel Stories is going to PC and iOS also on September 26th. From the Depths is going to PC on September 26th as well. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, the mouthful, is going to Switch on September 27th. Dragon Quest 1, I guess it is going to Switch on September 27th as well. 1, 2, and 3 all coming on September 27th to the Switch. FIFA 20, everybody's going to be buying this, I'm sure. Is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on September 27th. Code Vein is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One also on September 27th.
Waifu Souls.
You're goddamn right.
Angelo and Demon, DEEMON, that is.
Okay.
One Hell of a Quest is going to PC on September 27th.
Like it.
I like it. Yeah.
Great name. Freedom Finger, even better, is going to PC and Switch on September 27th as well. Tropico 6 is going to PS4 and Xbox One on September 27th. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is going to Switch on September 27th as well. Tesla Grad is going to Switch and Vita. Okay.
What?
Weird.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Not dead yet, guys. Vita means life.
Hey, if the Wii isn't dead yet, the Vita isn't dead yet.
I mean, the
Precisely.
Wii has one thing keeping it alive.
Yeah, and it's Just Dance 2020.
Just Dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Dance. That's coming on September 27th. Arcade is coming. Arcade Unchained is coming to PC on September 30th. Third Eye is going to PC on September 30th as well. And Doctor Who: The Edge of Time is going to Rift, Quest 5, and PSVR in September. I guess it's September 30th as well. And that's it for this week. That is it for this month altogether.
Oh, yeah. True. Just
By September.
What's tonight? The 21st night of September.
22nd, excuse me.
Oh, okay. Is it?
Shut
Okay.
up.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even like that song.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right.
This is a fun song, good sir.
Okay, Matt. Where can people find you on Twitter?
They can find me at Filmed by G-Man.
All right. What do you like to tweet about?
I don't even know the last time I tweeted, honestly.
Fair enough. Okay.
I've been too busy with other things.
Okay. Fair enough. Andrew, how about yourself?
You can find me at Duronsky. That's DRONSky.
Awesome
I tweet
ASMR.
about garbage and nature.
Okay.
So follow.
All right.
There's some
Anthony.
ASMR for you.
Yeah.
I am at same tweet it all, so don't follow me. I am mainly doing the site's social media stuff. That's
Okay.
it.
What's
All right.
besides social media?
I said at the beginning to listen to
It's
like
already
the
been
first
said.
10
But this
minutes.
is the end.
Okay.
You gotta
Twitter,
plug
which
the-
is
you gotta
at
plug the ads.
cog.net.
There we go.
The main site, which is culturegaming.com. We have a YouTube, which is youtube.com/culturegaming, of course.
Hey.
Facebook, facebook.com/culture of gaming as well. Instagram, we are at culture of gaming there, I believe.
Yep.
And we also have a community Discord, which you can find on the right-hand side of our site, which is culturegaming.com. So join us there, and you can find all of us there and chat to us
Do
about
we have a
anything
Twitch
you
channel?
choose.
What about a Mixer channel? What about a YouTube channel?
I said YouTube, excuse
know.
me. And
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Mixer is mixer.com/culture_of_gaming. You can find this podcast on Podbean, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you like listening to
Spotify.
podcasts.
That's my favorite.
Spotify.
Yeah. All right.
A couple of weird ones as well.
Yeah. You can find me at Inferius Elecon on Twitter. That is at INFERIUSELLECON. I tweet about everything from waifus to tech. So, yeah. Hit
The
me
whole
up.
spectrum covered.
Yeah,
I
hit
was
me
trying
up
to get
there
my-
for a fun time. Okay?
I was trying to get my link posted for Tech for Thought, but I couldn't sign in.
Rip.
Curse you, Mixer.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so, yeah, once again.
Anthony's happy.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next week, same time, same place, on the same channel, mitzer.com/culture_of_gaming. Hope to see you there, and thank you all for listening.